usually when someone passes on, that's a private thing. You can keep that amongst your family and friends, but when it's public and you have to see, like, her death numbers on magazines in the grocery store, on television, everywhere you go, it's like a reminder. So that was kind of hard, but oh my gosh, life's really changed because really it's her world and I live in it.
I heard that.
I'm really Chase's mommy. So I rearranged my life basically to accommodate her. Life changes. You can't do anything better than have a child almost. I mean, I feel like that's one of my greatest accomplishments in life. I was told I couldn't have kids, but I'm like, haha, God has me not say so. But yeah, like she's the best thing that's probably ever happened to me. The thing that I can say that I've gotten out of it is I have willpower like no tomorrow, and it's made me stronger in areas that a lot of my friends and family may not be. Like I'll say when I was challenged with the whole brain tumor thing, when I had to have surgery for that, and I lost my speech and my sight, my hearing, and my balance.
Oh my goodness!
I know that's a whole other conversation. when you're used to being sickly like that and born in the hospital, you look at things differently. So I look at the world different, and I appreciate things a lot differently than a lot of people around me. I don't take things for granted the way some people do. Like some of my friends will say, oh my God, I'll die if I get a wrinkle. No, honey, you'll die if you get cancer or something. Like, something serious, not a wrinkle. Like, to me, that's so shallow. And I'm just like, I'm happy if I see a wrinkle come. I was like, I'll embrace it if I ever get any because I'm like, I was told I wouldn't live this long. So I'm happy to say I'm 41. I'm happy to say I'm here, and I'm happy to say I'm Chase's mother. And I love it. Yeah. So that's
great.
what I've probably gotten out of it. One thing I can say great about TLC is no matter what we went through, we never broke up. And it actually made us collectively stronger as a group to fight the world, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
As far as, when I was saying earlier, learning from your mistakes, you gotta live and learn. Like, I don't feel bad about anything we went through. I'm glad I went through it younger than, now in these days while the record companies and stuff, the business, it sucks. For a better term of words, just put it out there. It sucks.
I know, it's crazy.
And I'm glad I went through it then when things were still okay, but, the business is made, you don't really make, there's a lot of money to be made, but you don't necessarily make it, So you have to really learn the business because contracts are tricky, words are tricky. Like, I can owe you $20, but if I come to you and go, girl, here's 10, if you take 10, then that's fair. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, well, you took it, you know what I'm saying? You signed the paper and said it was fine. Even though morally I know that's wrong. Contractually, that's awesome. So, you can, look at it how you want, but I'm all for the aspect of it. I don't believe doing people wrong is okay. So no matter what a contract says, I feel like I have someone to answer to. So what I've learned is to not do people wrong, period. It's not worth it at the end of the day because karma is a B, I-T, the other two letters. And, you have to, you reap everything you sow. So if you get $1 today, it's not worth what you'll lose tomorrow because of what you've done through a deal. So I've just learned not to do people how they've done me, to try to teach what I can from my experiences. And, when you have people like us going out there talking to people, telling you what not to do, you should really listen because we're not speaking from, just seeing others like this is something I lived myself. It's not fun being on top of the world and not having $1 and watching the assistant drive a Benz and you're at home with your lights off. Michael Jackson.
Really?
Really. First of all, before him, industry-wise, I would say MJ, but my mom, of course, I have a great mother, so I got a lot from, my mother being a great parent. But as far as industry-wise, I would say Michael Jackson. You can't do better than looking, at the best, do it himself. But I know a lot of people are on him hard right now, and it really pisses me off, but I want to say nobody's perfect. But the thing that hurts me the most is that this is the biggest philanthropist on the planet.
Right.
And even though, like this doctor, they're playing this tape of him slurring. When I'm in the hospital under meds, I slur too, but none of my doctors ever taped me. But even with him slurring, he still was saying, I want to give $1 million to the Michael Jackson Children's Hospital. He still was talking about giving and helping. Like, I think people should get out of the whole, and it kills me how the press, they don't want to show the article where the boy apologized, saying he did not molest him, that he lied for his father, and how sorry he is, and now he can never apologize to Michael. But they don't play that. They just want to talk bad and get press about negative things. That pisses me off.
I heard that. You know what that?
But I know we weren't talking about that, but I'm just saying, huh?
No, it's okay, because I remember when that came out, and I hopped online to get more information, and you know how everything is usually just rampant on the web when
yeah, you can only probably find 2 articles.
Yeah, isn't that
exactly?
Odd?
No, it's not. The reason it's not odd is because bad is what they try to make regular, good is what they try to make abnormal. And that's just ass backwards, and for me, to, like, honestly, as an artist, you can say and people can lie, but I don't know where I would be as T-Boz from TLC if I didn't have somebody great to look at like that. Anybody and everybody knows if they're an artist and they're a real artist and they're good at what they do. You've taken something from Michael, Like, if it wasn't dancing, if it wasn't to strive to be your best, I don't care how many surgeries somebody has, what you want to say somebody look like. That has nothing to do with him being the number one. It ain't going to ever be anybody on the planet to ever be what he is to all of us, ever. That's ever. Wow. So y'all can dog him out, do whatever you want. I love Michael, always will, and nothing he can do will ever deter me away from thinking that, no matter what. I'm just like, they just ride him so hard, even in death. You don't want to give him peace. Yeah. And so many times people have to say, he's not the one on trial. Dude, like, seriously, somebody killed him, period. That's what we're supposed to be talking about. Like, he killed the number one person, the best artist on the planet. It's like baffling to me that people are still being so mean and negative, and they don't want to show the good, and they don't want to publicize that because they get more publicity off trying to make things negative or bad, and that really hurts me. I'm just like really taken back how like you said, you can't find that article, but it does exist.
Yeah, I thought that.
But TMZ and all that, they don't want to show that every 5 seconds, but let somebody be drunk and run out in the street and get hit, they'll show that all day.
True enough.
People need to really look at what they're saying. The question should not be, why is he slurring? The question is, why the hell you have him on tape? Yeah, always have goals. Always. My first goal, always to be healthy and happy. Whatever. First, I want to be healthy because I can't do anything if I'm not healthy. So for me, health is a daily issue, and I have to think about that because everything I do affects my health. So, and I say happy. So whatever my heart desires, I always wish for joy and happiness because, I mean, that's what it's all about. I don't want to be no sad, depressed person every day. So health and happy, you can't get no better than that. That's always a goal of mine. Because people is always trying to steal your joy. I'm just being in TLC, period. I can't even pinpoint one thing because we've had so much fun and we love to laugh and we've always been silly. I'm really silly. So just the fact that being a child and having a childhood dream and to have it come true, that in a whole, you know, just the whole thing is a big deal for me.
Most definitely. That's beautiful, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, that was the best group. I loved you. If I wasn't in the group, I would have liked us. I was like, I like us. It's cool to have a job that you like, you know what I'm saying? Because what if you had to go to work and be like, I hate these hoes, I don't want to sing with them. Like, I love my group. So that made it so much better.
What's on the horizon for you and TLC? What can we?
We have so much going on next year. So you'll see us individually. I'm working on solo stuff, and you'll see me, and you'll see TLC. We have some great things coming up next year that we're celebrating and promoting and just sharing for our 20th anniversary of TLC. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun.